Welcome to Can Do Teaching.
I'm Stacy Graff,
And I'm Amy Fournier.
and we are the administrators at Canterbury Elementary School in Crystal Lake, Illinois. Thanks for joining us. Our podcast is about can-do teaching as we do it here at Canterbury Elementary School.
Join us if you want to learn, laugh, and be encouraged.
Together, we can do this. Welcome. Today, our topic is Nobody Likes a Lecture, what to do at a family night to make it fun and engaging. I have some experts here to help me out today. If you want to introduce yourselves.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Vanessa Medansky, the instructional coach.
Hi, I'm Julie Campos. I'm also an instructional coach.
And Amy Fournier, the assistant principal.
And of course, I'm Stacy Graff. I'm the principal here at Canterbury. So when thinking about parent nights or family nights, I reflect back onto my time with my daughters as a parent and going to these things, and sometimes going and really feeling like I was being given a lecture or almost even scolded about homework policies and, behavior things and all of these rules and regulations. And I would walk out like, oh my gosh, like my kid's going to this kind of an environment every day. There were other times when some of those sessions were really boring. Just like, oh my gosh, I just spent 30 minutes of my life and I almost fell asleep. So lots of variety. But what we really want to do with a family night, parent night, curriculum night, whatever you want to call it, is one, get information to families, but two, to let them know a little bit about ourselves as people, let them know about the positive environment we have at our school, and let them see you as a loving, supportive teacher for their child. So do we have any ideas of how we kind of get from the old school, I'm going to lecture at you, to something that's more positive, engaging, and really more reflective of who we are every day?
Yeah. So some ideas that we have used also in the past are you doing a Kahoot game with the parents, because we talk a little bit like, okay, this is what our routine looked like throughout the day, and now let's play a game to see if parents actually were active listening to. But another idea besides the Kahoot could be like even doing a bingo game with specific information that we want them to know, as well as maybe like a scavenger hunt. And I think, Julie, you have a great idea.
Yes, we also talked about possibly doing something like an I Spy thing throughout the classroom, where maybe you would take some pictures of your children doing different things at different times of the day and post them around the room, and then have a time where the parents can get up and walk around and kind of look around for their child doing something, whether it's reading a book or you catch them playing a math game or doing something that's artsy, just whatever, and then mark that down, and they can bring that home and talk to their child about what they saw, what I spied.
I love that.
That's a great idea. Something else is maybe just modeling our use of Canterbury Cash in the PBIS system. Parents don't often understand what that looks like throughout the day, so maybe awarding parents with some Canterbury Cash for sitting quietly and listening well, or sharing when asking for volunteers to share, things like that, to show them how you are giving positive, specific praise when you are awarding that Canterbury Cash too.
I love all those ideas because super engaging, more reflective of what we do on a day-to-day basis. How can we tackle the topic of dual language and how to manage when parents might need the presentation in Spanish, other parents might need it in English? What are some of the things maybe we've done in the past to manage that, or ideas for the future?
Yeah, some things we pair up with our teammate and we did it together. We did the session bilingual, so when we play those games, we make sure that it was available in both languages. So it was always, it's bilingual both sessions, just to make sure all the parents were present, and then they could actually understand the message as well.
Sorry to interrupt. I love that idea, and I think you could buddy up and be partner on the monolingual side as well. Like
Mhm.
just because it's not a language issue, like maybe there's a newer teacher and a more veteran teacher on your team and you're thinking like, I'm not sure how this is going to work here for me. Maybe you partner up and you do something together. This doesn't have to be a solo project. This is something that maybe your whole team does the same thing, whether it's dual or mono, or maybe it's in partners. But I think there's a lot of opportunity for collaboration around this so that you don't feel like you're on an island just doing your own thing.
Great idea.
I think the parents like to see that grade level as it works as a team together too, to get
Absolutely.
accomplish things and
showing them how you collaborate on a
exactly.
daily basis. The parents would like to see that as well. Yeah.
Mhm.
And we just had our PTO family picnic the other day, and one of the parents said to me that they would love to meet the other teachers on the grade level because they really don't know a lot about the other teachers other than the teachers that their child has had. So just a great opportunity for a win-win. It's good for you as a teacher because you can plan together and can kind of divide and conquer, but then it's also good for the families to see not only your collaboration, but to get to know other teachers on the team so that they know it's a group of adults really there to support their children.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
So, are there any other thoughts or ideas that really stick out that you wanted to make sure to share?
I mean, I think the biggest thing is just to keep it positive too. And another idea that we thought about a game is also doing like the this or that, just to kind of, ask some questions to parents, get to know actually their family as well. So you can actually ask them like whose family actually enjoy math. They can choose a side.
Okay.
I think
And then
that's
they
great.
physically move?
They physically
Yeah.
move from one side of the room to the other side of the room,
Nice.
just to make it more engaging.
Mhm.
Again,
Yeah.
we don't want to be lectured.
Mhm.
I think you could also start the night with kind of doing a walk around the room, a tour of the room, and show the parents what their children are doing all throughout the room throughout the day,
Mhm.
and pointing out different stations that you have and where they get their supplies and all of that, so that they can look around and understand the room like their child does.
That's a great idea.
I also, something we've started doing at some of our PTO events in different places is having the family members turn and introduce themselves to each other, because sometimes it's awkward to introduce yourselves, but like these are people that are going to be together for many years. And so it's really important for them to kind of be prompted and given that opportunity to say, hi, my child's name is so-and-so. And it just builds that community within the classroom.
Another thing to do is to remind your parents too to sign up for social media.
Yeah, Seesaw, Facebook, things like that. The D47 app, that's super important so that they are connected. So not just with their other parents, but they're connected via social media to what we're sharing as a school.
Absolutely, that D47 app is really, really valuable. I'm speaking from myself as a D47 parent, that was a really valuable resource for sign up for. That is a good idea.
Sometimes just giving like a step-by-step, how do you even put that on your phone, taking a minute or two, let's all do this together if you're interested.
Or giving some Canterbury cash if they can
Yes.
prove that they're
Ooh.
connected.
Well, and if you want to actually to have a caregiver, maybe this is a perfect time to introduce to parents what caregivers are for Canterbury,
Mhm.
so
Good
that
idea.
they can already know about it and they can volunteer in your classrooms.
Absolutely. Love those ideas. Well, thank you all for sharing your expertise and your great ideas. I look forward to a really fun family night, parent night, curriculum night, whatever the name is this year. We hope that you all enjoy visiting with your families as well. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.